on 12 News, North Memorial Medical Center sued why the hospital is caught up in a legal dispute over religion and employment. Plus, men, women, and our commutes to work. We meet a Golden Valley researcher who shares an interesting difference about our work lives. But first, raising a glass to a booming microbrew industry. We'll tour the new tap room opening this weekend in Maple Grove. 12 News starts right now. Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us. Craft beer is one of the fastest growing industries in the food and beverage world.
Craft beer is also very popular in Minnesota. In January, there were 74 craft breweries. Today, there are at least 90. And you can add one more to the list. OMNI Brewing Company in Maple Grove will open on Sunday. OMNI is part of a growing trend, as you can see from all the craft beer merchandise at the Beer Dabbler store. Many craft beer drinkers sip on suds in northeast Minneapolis, but now more tap rooms and brew pubs are popping up in the suburbs and rural areas, and it is all a boost to the economy. Last year, craft beer had a $1.3 billion impact in Minnesota.
I think for a while people kind of thought the idea of beer being an industry or a business was cute. And now seeing the numbers, seeing the data, people are really starting to recognize and respect the fact that craft beer is a very real industry and one that has tremendous growth potential and can spur other industry like tourism and agriculture and other things.
OMNI Brewing Company is the first microbrewery to open in Maple Grove.
12 News reporter Sonia Goins joins us now with more on what folks can expect. Sonia?
Now, Mike and Alice, I've got the best assignment of the day. This place is beautiful. Behind me, you can see they're getting ready for a party that starts at 5. That's where they're thanking all the folks who donated to their Kickstarter campaign. Joining me now to tell me more about the facility is Zach Ward, head brewer. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Now, how excited are you guys to be in Maple Grove?
We're super excited. It's been a 2.5-year journey. We closed on this place 3 months ago. And it's amazing that we're here today, really.
Now, I talked to an expert who said you guys are making beer for a little bit of everyone.
Absolutely. That's kind of what we're all about. We're here to make a beer for the hopheads, for the malt maniacs, and we're here also to convert those domestic light drinkers to the dark side.
Okay, and you're starting out with all ales, right?
That's correct. We'll have our Pilot Pale Ale and Hopful, one of our flagship IPAs, to start out our offering.
Okay, now give us a tour now. You have a lounge area?
Yeah, we've got a little bit more of casual seating over here with our fireplace painting, and we'll have some live sporting events going on here at the tap room. Obviously back here we've got our fermenters and the brewery. We've got a 15-barrel system. And then we've got the game room. We've got a handmade shuffleboard table and additional seating.
Now, something that people might not know, that this place is powered by solar energy, right?
Absolutely, yeah. We actually have a 15-kilowatt solar array out back. It helps offset our energy costs pretty significantly. Our first month here, granted, we weren't doing a whole lot. We got a $220 check from Excel, so thanks, solar panels.
So once again, tell people where you're located and what time you're opening on Sunday.
Yeah, we are at 9462 Deerwood Lane North in Maple Grove, and we're just about half block north of the Maple Tavern, and Sunday at noon we will open the doors to the general public. Come on down.
Thanks for growlers, right?
Yeah, and we will have growlers for sale. Thank you, City of Maple Grove and State of Minnesota.
Okay, there you go. So if craft beer is your thing, you might want to come out here. Live in Maple Grove, Sonia Goins, 12 News.
All right, thanks a lot, Sonia. New Hope has approved a preliminary budget for next year that includes adding a third police investigator. New Hope's budget would spend $12.8 million. That's about a 7% increase. The biggest driver behind the increase is wage and benefits. The preliminary tax levy would go up more than 7% and include additional money for streets and parks. The numbers may be lowered before the budget is finalized in December.
Crystal Police will hold a community notification meeting to inform the public about a level 3 sex offender moving into the city. Paul Knutson recently moved into the 5900 block of Quebec Avenue North. He has a history of sexual violence against adult women that included breaking into the victims' homes. Police will provide more information Monday at 6:30 p.m. at the Crystal Community Center.
A government agency is suing North Memorial over a prospective nurse's request to be off on the Sabbath. In a federal civil suit, the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission says the hospital offered a Plymouth nurse a job in 2013. But when the woman, who is a Seventh-day Adventist, requested to be off on Friday evenings, the hospital rescinded the offer. The suit accuses the hospital of retaliating against her when she requested a religious accommodation. North Memorial responded with a statement that says while they do not comment directly on active legal complaints, North Memorial is committed to equal employment opportunity for all applicants consistent with existing laws, rules, and regulations.
Police departments often depend on citizens and crime prevention boards to raise money to support special programs. And in Brooklyn Center, you can buy a great read at the Throw a Book at Crime book sale at Spiritual Life Church. The pre-sale goes through Friday night, then the sale goes on Saturday from 10 to 3. The money from these books goes to fund programs like the Police and Fire Explorers and National Night Out. It also goes to raise reward money offered for information that leads to solving a crime.
It's all about keeping the city safe. And so this is a great way to get our neighbors to come in and socialize and get some very cheap books.
The next weekend, the Crystal Crime Prevention Board is raising money for the Crystal Police Department's K-9 unit with the 5K run for Rocco. This trail and road race in Bassett Creek Park is chip-timed, and there's a kids race too, and Rocco will be there to greet you at the finish line. We'll have more details on our website. Just go to 12.tv.
A celebration of 50 years of Cooper High School pride kicks off this weekend in New Hope. The Cooper High School Marching Band performed for students today, and they will be a part of the parade and homecoming game Saturday at Cooper. It's all part of a 10-day celebration and reunions that mark the 50th anniversary of the school. John Lloyd was a teacher, assistant principal, and assistant football coach at Cooper during the 60s, 70s, 80s, and early 90s. He still lives in the area and sees Cooper grads, but he knows many more will come back for the all-school reunion.
It's kind of fun when they say, "Hi, Mr. Lloyd." Hi. I say, you know, I'm really not Mr. Lloyd anymore, but I appreciate that. And it's nice to be able to kind of reconnect that way. And it's interesting that I see a lot of them just socially when I'm out and about and run into them. And now it's a chance to get a lot more interaction with each other.
The farthest traveling Cooper alum will come from Hong Kong to attend the festivities, and we have a link to all the Golden Anniversary events on our website. That's 12.tv. 10 days, lots of celebrations in those 10
We're gonna
days.
have a lot of fun.
Coming up, men, women, and the difference in our commutes.
A Golden Valley researcher's interesting study is coming up next. Then later in sports, an Armstrong golfer gets a big opportunity to play at one of the nation's famous courses.
But first, a crisp fall-like weekend with sunny skies. Women are spending more time running errands and less time commuting to work compared to men.
That's according to a University of Minnesota researcher from Golden Valley, and Delane Cleveland explains.
Commuting is a part of everyday life. But depending on your gender, researchers have found that the length of your commute from home to work could vary.
Regular days, I'm going to say about half an hour.
Brooklyn Park resident John Two Austin commutes daily to his job at the U of M, but his wife's commute to work is about 15 minutes.
It's a lot easier for her to drop things in order to try to get home.
That scenario is a common one when it comes to the societal norms of married couples with children.
It's really
According to U of M Associate Professor Yingling Fan, who did a study on gender differences in travel behavior.
We find that women significantly travel less for work-related activity and travel significantly more for household support activities, meaning that the women doing more errands, shopping errands, picking up children, drop off children.
Fan's study included a sample of nearly 18,000 adult workers across the U.S. She found that women with children had a 33% shorter commute time than their husbands, and that's not a good thing.
I think, the societal norms are really limiting women's opportunities.
Limiting because women, by and large, are taking jobs closer to home in order to fulfill their traditional role as caregivers.
This is kind of consistent with the traditional theory about the household responsibility, where women are expected to be nurturing and play a caring role in the household.
Now I feel bad about it since I had never thought about it before.
Which brings us back to Austin and his wife.
She is typically the one who ends up taking the kids to doctor appointments. She's typically the one who ends up talking to the teachers. Yeah, hopefully my wife does not see this.
In Minneapolis, Delane Cleveland, 12 News.
U of M researchers hope the study can influence policymakers to build transportation infrastructure that's more friendly to families with children. And you can find the full study on our website, 12.tv. Well, coming up, the largest corn maze in Minnesota gets ready to open.
But first, the undefeated Cooper football team gets set for a homecoming battle with Park Center. John Jacobson is in next.
While most local football games are Friday night, Cooper has its homecoming game Saturday afternoon against Park Center. The Hawks are looking to build on a 4-0 start. They're ranked 5th in the state Class 5A poll this week. Their mentality is to focus on one game at a time. They know Park Center and star Almani Hooker will present some challenges.
Our defense understands defensively that we have to get 11 hats to the ball. If he has the ball, all 11 of us need to get to the ball once that ball crosses the line of scrimmage. We all have to play our disciplined style defense. If we do what we're supposed to do, we should be good. The moment that we start trying to make it personal, one man versus Armani Hooker, we're going to lose. He's a good athlete.
Homecoming week is going to be a big game for us this week. We plan to come out fast and strong this week. We're going to have a lot of fans out there. We hope to show them a good game.
There's been some distractions, but we just come into practice with the mindset that we trying to get better and we trying to go 1-0. We trying to do our thing. We want a W this homecoming.
Really,
Cooper and Park Center kick off at 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon in New Hope. A local high school golfer is headed to California to play in a special tournament. Armstrong High School senior Sarah Sontowski is competing next week, I should say, in the Nature Valley First Tee Open at Pebble Beach Golf Club. Each of the 81 First Tee players will be paired with a Champions Tour player for a tournament that is an official Champions Tour event. Sarah is just the third Minnesota girl to play in the event in its 12-year history.
I mean, it's been my dream ever since I was involved in the First Tee. I knew that I have an older brother, he had the opportunity to apply for it, and he did not get in, but ever since I knew about the opportunity, I've been practicing and making sure that I'm on top of everything so I could be a candidate for this.
It's an amazing accomplishment for Sarah, and it feels really good because Sarah has been in our program since she's been about 7 years old. So to see somebody grow up in our program and work hard and become better and become such a good person, and then to get this great reward at the end feels pretty good.
Sontowski qualified for the state high school tournament last spring, finishing in 21st place. The First Tee Open will be televised on the Golf Channel September 25th through the 27th. The program at Eagle Lake in Plymouth is one of 177 First Tee chapters from around the country. It teaches golf along with the program's 9 core values, including sportsmanship and integrity. Armstrong's volleyball team had a marathon match that was a thriller. The Falcons hosting Irondale Thursday night. After Irondale wins the first set, Armstrong battles back. Coley Kalberger going cross-court for a kill and a 26-25 lead in set 2. And the Falcons finish it with an ace serve to even the match 1-1 with a 27-25 win. In the third set, Armstrong rolls. Freshman Lauren Clark gets one of her 21 kills of the night for 19-4 lead, and the Falcons win 25-10. Irondale wins a 33-31 battle in the fourth, but Armstrong prevails in set 5. Audrey Schumacher getting the kill as Armstrong pulls out a 5-set victory over the Knights. There are some good local boys soccer teams in the Northwest Suburban Conference this fall. 2 of them met up Thursday night as Champlin Park hosted Maple Grove. The Rebels strike as Eze Amajoy penetrating through the Crimson defense there. And he scores in the rebound for a 1-0 lead. Less than 2 minutes later, Drew Collins sets up Amajoy for another marker and a 2-0 Champlin Park lead. Second half, Abdul Haji lasers the penalty kick top corner for a 3-1 Rebels lead. Haji again running down the throw-in and drilling a low shot in for a 4-1 Champlin Park lead. And that's the finals. The Rebels knock off the 6th-ranked Crimson. Coming up tonight, Friday, live on Channel 12, Champlin Park at Osseo football at 7.
All right, thanks, John. We'll be right back.
This weekend, you can experience something rather amazing in Brooklyn Park. The Twin Cities Harvest Festival in Mays opens on Saturday. And this year's Mays has a hockey theme celebrating the Minnesota Wild's 15th anniversary. The Mays is open 10 to 6 every Saturday and Sunday and runs through October 25th. The Stages Theater in Hopkins is bringing another children's book to life on the stage.
That's right. You can experience the life of the sassy but lovable Junie B. Jones. Neil Persley has a preview in today's Weekend Showcase.
The polished productions you see on stage at Stages Theater in Hopkins don't just happen. Many weeks of preparation go into their rehearsals. I caught up with the cast of Junie B. Jones during one of their rehearsals and witnessed the care that goes into their work. 11-year-old Jack Hanna of Plymouth may be relatively new to theater, but has a strong voice and experience with the Minnesota Boys Choir.
The story of Junie B. Jones, it's about this rambunctious little first grader, even though we're all past first grade, obviously, who just has these 3 wonderful adventures. She gets glasses for the first time. There's tons of songs.
9th grader Boo Halverson of New Hope has been doing theater for 3 years and is another one of the strong voices in the cast.
There's 3 separate lessons that Junie B. Jones learns. So there's one story, and then there's like a transition, and there's another story, and then there's a transition, and there's another one, but they're all like connected.
Ellie Turk plays Junie B., who reveals her life story through her diary, also known as her top secret personal beeswax journal.
Junie B. Jones is really sassy. Like, she likes to do things her way. She's really loud too. Like, she's a very exciting person.
It's a musical that seems to keep the adults in the room as entertained as the kids.
Well, be ready, because she's gonna have a lot. You know, she's sassy, but she can do the music.
Indeed, she can. For Weekend Showcase, I'm Neil Persley, 12 News.
And Junie B. Jones runs now through October 18th. For more information, you can go to their website at stagestheater.org. A little sassy over there, but we like it, right?
Be ready.
Be ready for it.
Really.
That does it for us. Thanks so much for joining us.
Community Corner's up next. Have a great weekend, everyone.